My goodness, I'm still recording amazingly. Well, as there's a bit of power left, I'll show you what I did with the other 1905 newspaper, which was the Times. That's Bernard and the Scottish Flyer, or Scotch Fly, what we've seen today from the film coming through. That's when he shouted, "The Scottish Flyer!" And Peter said, "Why is he going so slowly?" "Well, it's all uphill to Scotland, isn't it?" And that's him on that path delivering stuff to Three Chimneys, a hamper, and later some newspapers. But because that's 1905, that's when it's set, you see. Frame 5 from a charity shop up in town, that one I pointed out. Some wallpaper border on a roll, sticky. And the other little tribute to Bernard is a steam train. There's all the lights. Steam train picture also from the charity shop. And that's a 10 by 8. I'm not keen on them because they've been trimmed. Why not leave them the proper bloody size? That's why I gave the other one away. I don't know why I got two. I think I got one and then saw that was a better signature from Bernard. So that's just wedged in there. It's not behind the glass. It's just wedged in. So that's alright, isn't it? If you look closely, that's not a Keighley and Worth Valley Railway engine. It's actually for Lake District. It doesn't matter, does it? I put that on a key. Oops, it's slightly skewed. The key hooks, because it had a metal wire on. It'll do though, won't it? Little tribute to poor old Bernard. And the other stuff I got on my shelf. James Hogg wrote his autobiography. Well, Bernard wrote his autobiography, but James Hogg wrote it down for him because he was a bit frail. There we are, signed by Bernard. He's crossed his printed name out and signed it. Like I said, at Oakworth he did hundreds and hundreds of personal appearances and he'd sign anything. So his autograph isn't rare and not valuable. And that's something I picked up. His days at the Oldham Repertory Theatre Club during the war. And there's 4 different programmes, and one of them was signed by the cast, including Bernard, aged about 15. So like I said, I just like the old chap. Them 2 comedies he did with Peter Sellers, The Wrong Arm of the Law and Two-Way Stretch, with Lionel Jeffries as well. I think that's why he got the part in the Railway Children, because he was close friends with Lionel. Maybe I should watch the DVD again while I relax. Tires you out, doesn't it, a day out on the motorbikes. I didn't need me waterproofs. Empty can. And recycling. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Ginger. Want some dreamies? Want to get some? Are you quite comfortable on your shelf? Mm? Little Ginger. Yeah, lovely, aren't you? Hello, Bobby. I'll get you some dreamies now. That's priority before I make a cup of tea. Dreamies. for my boys. Yeah, good shop that. That's where I got my big frame from for the 1905 copy of the Times, which has finally arrived, and I've now framed it with 2 autograph pictures of Bernard Cribbins. I must admit I went a bit mad getting half a dozen autographs, so what I'm doing today is taking a couple of them over to the KWVR, because they're having a railway children long weekend, including bank holiday, and on bank holiday I'm afraid I'm working, and they've got 3 actors from the follow-up film, but not Jenny Agutter, the producers there. But like I said, I've not even bothered going to see the new sequel. I'll get the DVD when it comes out, but I'm not one for going to the cinema. And yeah, last time I went it was Close Encounters of the Third Kind in 1977. Some dick opening the car door. That's nice, yeah, that's nice. What is it? I don't know what it is, but it's nice. Yes, Wycoller's down there, where Jenny was sat on that little bridge. Should be a blue plaque for a little bum's bean. Close your visor, be lots of wick things. It's wasp season, isn't it? I normally bring a tin of fly spray, but I didn't want to put out in my bag that might squash the pictures, you see. The reason I'm worried about rain is they're in a cardboard folder as well, so if that gets wet it'll ruin the bloody photos. It's a nasty one, doesn't it? Still being Howard in 10 minutes if I do go on this route. Should I try that upper road again? I think that comes out straight at Altworth. I'm not sure. Could find out, couldn't I? Now then, the little turn off. Oh, the old turning right. They're all turning left, aren't they? Oh, they're all turning left. Yeah, a bit precarious. Now then, not been on this route for quite some time, so let's see if there's any markers and signs pointing to Altworth. Is it my eyes or is it everything hazy? I wiped my visor with some wet wipes. I think I left some residue on. I think this rings a bell. Little leafy lanes on a bend. And another big cloud. Oh, looks splats. If this is the road, I'm sure it's another mile or so, then Altworth down the hill, and you come out right to the station. And this is instead of going up that big hill, Pennystone, not Penistone, Pennystone. And if I do get the choo-choo, I could just get a return from Altworth to Keighley and back and leave the bike at the station if it's not packed out. See, little flies all over. These are not wasps. Now then, signpost. Oh, it's a public roast. Yeah, that also rings a bell. Nice smell of food. Do they serve grouse and game? Probably. You're walking and jogging, Albert. No, and he's turning. Why? Good place to stop that. Not. The signpost, does that say Oakworth or House? Ah, Oakworth, right. So is there a sign for the station? And are we in Haworth or Oakworth? I should have wrote my map, shouldn't I? Oh yeah, that's that cafe and paper shop I've been to in the past. Is there a sign for the station? Snooty Fox. I stopped there once because there's some old writing on the wall. Haworth, or Oakworth Hall, there. See, as well as the station, there's this town then. Oakworth Social Club. Oh well, there we go. Station Road. Is this Oakwood Station though, or Haworth? Yes, it's about another bus. steep road, isn't it? I think it is Ortworth, isn't it? Yes, it's Ortworth. And there's Mr. Perk's house. Is it full of tourists? Is the car park full? We're just doing a reenactment then with a few lines from Albert Perks. Oh, I'm glad it's busy. There's a train coming. Don't just spoil anyone's picture. A Scotch flyer. Have a good time, you weren't it? As he said it, why's you going so slowly? Well, it's all uphill to Scotland, isn't it? Is Jim Shipley here today? No, I've got some presents for him. Is he still is he getting on a bit? Is that why he doesn't attend very often? Oh, was he? Does he live locally? If I leave the stuff, would he be able to pass them on? Right, they're actually to help with the tourists, because when Bernard died, I bought 8 autographs off eBay and they're genuine, because Bernard signed so many hundreds of items over the years. I'll show you if you like. I've put some in frames and there's a couple left, so I thought I'll give them to Jim and he can sort of keep them here and show them people. First of all, because it's set in 1905, I sent for an old newspaper from 1905, February 1905. It's a bit fragile, but I thought you might like to keep it somewhere to show people when it's set. And there's a little booklet. I've got a better copy of that, but because it shows pictures, you know, it could show kids or something on station what's what. So you can have that. And the autographs. Albert Perks pulling the points levers, and a railway children one, both signed by Bernard. But that's nice because it's exactly that spot there, isn't it? As soon as it's not raining yet, I'll get a quick shot. Oh God, it's well attended. See, that's the weekend there. And a suitably aged picture. These were a different set of points, like I mentioned last time. The originals were there and they've all rotted away, I think. Oh no. Well, we don't know, do we? But is that the original fence? There were some wheels and chains on, so maybe that's where the wheels and chains were. Oh, I see. Wheels and chains there. Maybe they are the same, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's just one of them little details I like to do. A picture of Bernard at those very point levers. I got it signed, it was signed as well. Yeah, it was a month ago, yeah, end of July. I thought Jenny Agutter might be here, but apparently on Monday 3 kids from the new film and the producer are coming, but not Jenny. Jenny was here in May for the premiere, yeah, but I missed her. Reason I missed her, back home 25 miles away it were pouring down, and here it were fine. I thought I can't get soaked, so I missed it all. That's the trouble with motorbikes, you get wet. Yeah, I got my picture, so if you pass them on to Jim, and my address is on there, so he'll know who it is, and he knows me anyway. I'll put them back in the folder, have I? Yeah, I'll put them in there to stop them getting bent. Alright, there you go. Ah, you're welcome. Give him my best wishes. But I thought you'd be here. I thought you was the sort of modern day Albert Perks type of role he had here. Yeah, yeah. Is there another train due? I was going to get a return to Keighley and back from here. Alright, yeah. Well, it says they're doing that stopping reenactment. I thought, will that delay all the schedule and timetable or not? Oh, has it happened already? Right. Well, I'll book a return anyway. I'm going to say I just brought some presents for Jim Shipley. 2 signed pictures of Bernard Cribbins and a copy of Titbits from 1905. I thought you could help it with the people that visit are interested in the history. And a little book as well, a 1970 pan paperback of the film, because I had 2 copies. I've given me spare one. So looking at little room again. goods office. I left him a message last time. I said, is that Albert Perks's desk, chair and folders in the film? They're in the porter's office. And he said, well, possibly, why? I said, well, I'll put them back as a tribute to Bernie, where they were in the film. He said, no, it was a ladies' waiting room way before the film. I said, well, the visitors appreciate Albert Perks's memory. So I said, what's he doing stuck in here? But they didn't reply. I think they're a bit annoyed with us film buffs and fans of the film. I just brought some presents. There's an old chap called Jim Shipley that wrote The Making of the Railway Children book. Have you seen it? No, it's a really good book. They might have a copy here. But at the gift shop at Oxenhope and Haworth, they sell it. It's only $4.99, and it's fully behind the scenes things. And this old chap wrote it, and he's normally on duty, but he's a bit old and frail. So I just brought 2 autographed Bernard Cribbins pictures, one of him pulling points, and the other one just a Railway Children poster. And also on eBay, an old newspaper from 1905, and that's when the film was set, of course. So I said you could use that, and I said, oh, thanks very much. I'll give them to Jim. I said, well, to use stuff like this. I said, fans appreciate, scenes of the film, and then you can see where they were in real life. Well, that scene there is in that other room, isn't it? Perks' office. That's when they're asking about his birthday. You must have a birthday, Mr. Perks, whether it was 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Well, I'm not quite that old. Private, is that where the coal heap was, I wonder? Let's look at this crane. Nice one, isn't it? Can't quite see the date. I think have a look in the gift shop at Haworth, then go to Oxenhope and see about the train. He said it's in about 25 minutes. Although, should I stop here? Oh, you have to pay on the bloody car park. I imagine the train will be packed though. Is it worth getting a return journey? See, we're still filming. Yep. A view of Prezzies house. Added to recently, no idea why. Why would you build another house on the side and spoil the original? So, top of the hill on the left, and that's that road back. That's good to know, isn't it? Useful to know. Actually, if I go straight to Oxenhope, free parking instead of fighting around with Howard. Wonder if it's cash only. I've only got a tenner on me. Because that's the start of the journey, you see. You get guaranteed a seat, aren't you? You know what I mean? It won't be filling up with passengers. The awesome carts. Is it not them that took the family? I dare say. Could you show us where Three Chimneys is? I dare say. I dare say. If he says I dare say again, I shall have hysterics, I dare say. No clothes. And a 4 down, innit? If I miss the train, I won't bother, not waiting for another one. I'm not bothered about a bit of rain, you know, it's just, you know what I mean, it puts a damper on the day, doesn't it? But I'm not bothered about getting wet, that's not the case at all. Ooh, the book's flat. Go with that. I could have gone down there, that's that little cobbled slope that leads down to the station, a sort of shortcut. Yeah, if they got a big do on here, they might have abandoned stuff. So there's some music. For the space, you know. And I missed it. Oh, you watch, not put me watch on. Swear. $45, just gone. Hello, has the train just left? Have we just missed it, or is it due in? It says 14:45, but the sunshine's run a bit late, has it? Do you mean has it just gone? Oh right, oh I see. Right. When's the next one then? Will it be quite a while? Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, thank you. Hello. Last time I was here, I asked about Jim Shipley signing copies of his book. Did he sign any or not? Yeah, I've just been to Walkworth. I've left some presents for him. 2 signed Bernard Cribbins pictures and a 1905 copy of Titbits, which I thought had... Because it's set in 1905, I saw it on eBay, it was only a fiver, and I thought, yeah, I'll get that for Jim. You can show it to people. No, it's alright. I just suggested it, and he said, oh, it might be here for the August due. I said, oh, right. Oh, thank you. It's always nice to have them signed by the author, you know. I did get a signed one 2 years ago, but I gave it away to a friend. Right. Well, I just left them presents for him, and I said if you ask him to sign some next, when he's next in, I'll buy a couple more because I keep giving stuff away. There's a gift shop at Keighley, isn't there? I thought I was to get I just missed the train. I thought I was going to get train and ask at Keighley. Yeah. Yeah, to ask him when he next comes in, say, can you sign a couple? And I could buy a mail order because I live 25 mile away. It's no big deal, but like I said, my signed one I gave away to a friend. I think I'll get another signed one. It doesn't matter, don't go to any trouble. Them presents were a bribe. So when he sees them, I'll sign them. I'll sign a copy at boot, then as he's give me these. It's alright, I'll leave it. But if next time you see him, if you ask him, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, that'd be nice to have a signed copy. Who did I give it to? I think I give it to Alan. No big deal, like I said, but you know what I mean. It's always nice, isn't it, to have a signed copy. See, if I'd have stayed at Walkworth, could I beat the train back to Walkworth? It's only very slow and it stops at Haworth for 5 minutes. But as you might have seen, Walkworth's a bit off the beaten track, innit? You know, you have to faff around going up and down, up and down. And like I said, if you don't get on it here, it's going to be packed out. That's my old silly habit, setting off in the 3rd gear. It's nice, isn't it? And then we'll try out that strange little turning. There we are. That's what it meant to do at that junction, and I never realised before. Oh, I can just see the steam in the station. Oh, yeah, some cluster trains there. The bloody barriers are shut, of course. Oh well, as we're here, I think I'll head for the hills and go home. I'll drop my presents off for old Jim, that's the main thing. It's in a nice choo-choo. No, I'll go home, sod it. I have an easy drink in my bag, but I don't feel so bad. I'd like to look round Howard. But, I know how much you have to pay for that, plus it's a bloody big hill. When Ian and Mandy came, they didn't fancy all these hills, you know, it's all worth walking up a minute. What was co-op? I could come back tomorrow because it's nothing, is it? It's only a very quick journey. And, well, the battery pinged out, so I brought a spare one, luckily. I sometimes forget, thinking it lasts longer than it does, but 2 hours, 2.5 hours, that's about it. Just had me energy drink, Relentless Peach, very tasty. Not rained so far, has it? Anyway, let's get on. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I thought of going to Liverpool, but I'm not bothered in any Beatles things anymore. Is it 3 or 2? As that clock stops. Boom. So it said 3 on that little clock on this window. Excuse me. Let's get home anyway. Yeah, I'd like to have a look around Howth, but like I said, it's so hilly. I'll see what weather's like tomorrow, decide what I'm doing. Like I said, Liverpool's, it's not actually too bad to get there, is it? Because you go on the M6, M58, and then the dock road, follow the road for Bootle Old Docks, and you're there. What the hell for? All the special guests have all died off. You know, I used to like chatting to some of the people that actually knew the Beatles, but because it was so long ago, they've all died off now. The old manager, Alan Williams, and the cabin DJ, Bob Woolley, all died years ago. And Alistair Taylor was Brian Epstein's personal assistant before Brian even met the Beatles, and he died. Plus it's a bit annoying because I've always said, I used to write to the Beatles company, Apple, and say, why not get Paul and Ringo to record a little video message which could be played on a big screen, because there's big video screens at the hotel where the dude's at. And say, hello everyone, have a nice time in Liverpool, thanks for your support. But they never have. Why wouldn't you? Ringo does videos like that, but for his own ends, you know, promoting his Peace and Love, my new CD's coming out a week on Tuesday, are you going to buy it? Peace and Love. So, you know, why not record a message for all the visitors who come from all over the world to Liverpool? I should have altered the light setting, shouldn't I? It'd be a bit dark this. See all these nice green valleys. Junction. So now we are. I must remember to take the high road next time, instead of down there, the low road. I've always thought of stopping in Cole and going to the cemetery and find the Wallace Hartley grave, you know, the grave of the Titanic's bandmaster. Be able to find the cemetery on a map. But it's not very nice, is it, tramping through graveyards? They do that on that Beatles do. Coach one stopped to have a look at Brian Epstein's grave. About 30 people got off a coach and trampling through a cemetery just to see Brian Epstein's grave. And there's also another famous grave, Eleanor Rigby. Paul always said he made the name up, but the church where him and John met at the church fete acts as a grave saying Eleanor Rigby. Died in 1946. He said, did he see the grave and subconsciously remember the name? But that's another thing, isn't it? I mean, loads of fans tramping over graves Look at this, honey. Eleanor Rigby, get a photograph. Stand by the grave and I'll take a photograph. It all seems a bit sacrilegious to me. I sprayed the chain with grease before coming out. I have to sort out MOT for my little YVR sometime before September. If I can't get in, I'll have to use this for work, although I don't mind doing that. It's not pouring down anymore. Nice view again, nice view again. Little sports car. Can you imagine walking? Why would you want to walk down here? Leigh Hall. A lovely little village. A hamlet, that's what they call it, a hamlet. Frozen in time. Come doorways. See, there's cars down here, isn't there? So. I did this before, walking along the old bridges. And in fact, I parked exactly here last time. So let's do it again. Oops, let's just see if this is still recording. Good. See an ancient packhorse bridge, big stone slabs. How the hell did they get them in place? Levers probably. It's like Stonehenge type of thing, probably about 10 tons on this big one. And a ruined hall, Wycoller Hall. And why did I pick this for the film? Jenny sat on that middle bit, the middle parapet. And the doctor's on his horse and cart here. And it's when Jenny's asking the doctor can they join his medical club, because she had to pay for doctors then with no NHS. And then they go across this little ford. It's strange, although I can imagine when it floods it's going to be a raging torrent and rather deep. I wonder if it ever floods any of the houses. It's gone wonky, hasn't it, with age? The things I do for film locations. Careful not to fall in. I drop my keys. So, no blue plaque where Jenny's bottom was. Must have been a bit dodgy, dangling her legs over there. Jenny's bottom was here. Probably on that big one that's in the middle. Bloody hell, that's well worn. It's safe to walk across, I imagine it'll be slippy and then cobbles. Let's see. Alright, not so bad. Oops. Is there a historic information sheet, I wonder? I don't think I looked in this ruined hall last time. Or did I? Can't remember. I hate to see ruins, they should be renovated, shouldn't they? You know, if they're not preserved with a preservation order on them, then mend them and get them inhabited again. If I went lottery, I'd buy this and do it up again. So is this Barney Information Centre? Closed due to roof issues. Oh, what a pity. That's like Rivington Barn with ancient timbers holding the roof up. stable. Keep out. You can imagine the weight of them stones. Instead of slates in them days, it was sandstone slabs, and each one must weigh about 50 bloody pounds. So there's tons and tons in there pressing down on the timbers. Oh, there's an information sheet there. So a doorway. Do not climb on this ancient monument. Wycoller Hall. $1,600, 1773. See, 1900 it weren't too bad, but it said plundered. In other words, locals pinched the bloody stones to build the walls and stuff. A bit cheeky. That little cubbyhole there. Would that be a bog? Them buttresses would have been to support a floor, beams, and then floorboards across. Interesting, isn't it? But what call 1600 ancient enough to be derelict. It's a shame. There's any old coins in there. What traders have dropped a bag of money, burst open. I think they've got it all up. And there's a few groats dropped into the water for me to discover. Oh well, let's get on. You know, just a strange idea. Using that as a filming location. Oh, you get food there. All you have to do is, like I keep saying about these narrow lanes, scrape it back about 4 feet, scrape into the bloody mud, get some tarmac down. Although they probably enjoy the seclusion and lack of visitors traffic. Oh, that's a path, isn't it? Yeah, you don't have to walk on this road, it's a path. But you can start off with that idea, walk half a bloody mile if you're parking up here. No, 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 no. Whoops. Look here, nothing were coming then. Oh, it's brightened up a bit, good. Wine wall. Could do with a piddle, but I'll be alright till I get home. As you know. Thank you, Albert. If all these locals are well-to-do, you'd think they'd club together and redo the bloody road, wouldn't you? How do I know my way? I seem to have it built in because I've been that way before. Another nice pub, Cotton Tree Inn. And this comes out, I think, near that roundabout. Oh no, this is it. That's that roundabout. We're going that crappy road because of the Colne Blues Festival. You're waiting for a little bit. Indicate one way and turn another. It's about right, isn't it? (1753) Roebuck Inn. This pub's been closed for ages.